was defeated. For a time it seemed we would know peace. But it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the black Soulstone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished, and you should all run. Malthael. Brother. Why? The Nephilim will stop you.
No one can stop death.
The killing began in Westmarch. Of that, I am sure. The angels have started a massacre, slaying all they find. I must see it with my own eyes, and learn why they have come. There are many questions, and I have little time to act.
The Nephilim.
I must wait.
Ethereal sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soulstone. You must come with me.
Too many have died here. I will intervene.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthael.
Tyrael should meet me in Westmarch. Go.
It will be done. I swear it.
We're going to die!
She's coming to kill us all!
I watched in horror as the guard was struck by the maiden's magic. I heard the sound of his scream.
The gates.
Malthael's fallen angels have brought...
At least there are other ways into the city.
Stop! Don't go out into the streets! It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Is anyone alive in there?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakharoon Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
We'll see.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
They were only townsfolk.
The shadow touched me, and darkness spread across my vision until all I could see was blackness. It gave way to a pale light that sapped my strength. It seemed so easy. But instead, I drew upon the last of my will and fought back. Color flooded back into my sight. The shadow was right before me, and I drove my spear through it.
Give me a real battle!
Defend the church! Repel these vile Reapers!
Ah, we found you.
seen an attack like this. Why has Malthael unleashed his forces on Westmarch?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
I agree.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me! Akarat's bane! This is worse than I feared.
What is it?
A Death Maiden! Stop her!
Nephilim, your soul will be mine.
That is not possible.
Any other archer would have fled as I charged, but this one stood its ground, staring down the arrow's shaft through lifeless, empty eye sockets. Even as I swung my blade to take off its head, the thing loosed another shot. How can we fight an enemy that has no fear, nor thought for its own self-preservation?
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
We must confront Malthael. Where is he?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soulstone anywhere in creation.
There are no other clues?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soulstone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Then you must remain here. I will do what I can for Westmarch.
You ask, who's to blame for this doom? All of Westmarch, reveling in sin, worshipping petty idols. The Zakarum are gone, and the Order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only the faithful. Donate to the Order, and prove your conviction.
I can't believe we're still alive, and it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
I keep hearing things. My mind must finally be going.
Is something on your mind?
Yes, actually. I was just remembering what happened in New Tristram after the falling star hit. I'd never seen Mira so scared. Leah came by later, telling us there were wounded men at the inn.
And your wife still went to help them?
I know who is responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire. Dirge's.
I thought it was a secret.
Dirge's jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then I will finally know the truth.
There was a great gem market here in Westmarch. I spent many a carefree day browsing the aisles. To think that I will never again see all those happy little stalls, those rows of jewels, and those gem cutters.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met. For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices, but I could not make out the words.
That sounds like magic or melancholy. I cannot tell which.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
There are many who do not forget the dead, Irena. They serve a purpose, as do we.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right?
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
We stayed to fight, Robert and me, but it fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
Many of the survivors here have suffered the same. You should speak to them.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
So, the Haradrim have returned.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soulstone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Malthael, my brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
He was never meant to explore the domain of death. What would Rathma say if he were here? Any progress?
The sliver is still connected to the Soulstone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
What was that Death Maiden doing?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul Crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
This magic was not meant to be used so. I will not stand for it. I have read spells about crucibles that could enslave the dead. Now angels are using them?
Sadly, yes.
And the Death Maidens as well.
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakus, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakus was a clever man, after all.
Don't leave me behind! Not again! Someone came for me, after all this time.
The blacksmith heard you down here.
Bloody miracle! Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Follow me.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
And now he won't go away.
You don't feel responsible for him?
No, I'm responsible for myself. Though I have decided to repay Hadric by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now, it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
Follow me.
I know who was responsible for this. It's the poor.
Why would the angels do this to us?
What are you saying? This is obviously a demon's work.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
Malthael will pay for what he has done to my city. I swear it. Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
My essence is too low.
That was a worthy foe. Glorious!
My essence is too low.
All know the reputation of the exorcists of Westmarch. Those spiritual warriors specialized in removing demonic possession. By custom, they arrive in darkness, clad in cloaks as black as the night that conjured them. They work in secret, extracting the demons that dwell within their subjects. Now, Malthael has turned them, and they roam the city in their inhuman forms, stripping the souls from all they encounter.
The attacks are getting worse. They'll reach the survivors soon. We've been here for days. These people can't last much longer.
Head to the Survivors' Enclave. You'll find safety there. Come with me.
Hurry! We've got to save my friends!
This is all Justinian's fault. Some king he is.
That is not possible.
King Justinian must have fled the city by now. It's time for the people to rise up.
You should leave these petty matters behind.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke.
I encountered the most troublesome bats in the caves outside Westmarch. My companions and I had sheltered there with the intent of organizing my many records, when the miserable creatures appeared and tore several of the scrolls to pieces. Truly, the world shall be a poorer place for this lost wisdom.
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
How did you come by this?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I am so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
To my snivelling offspring. If you are reading this, then I am dead, and you have come to claim my fortune. Well, you still can't have it. I have set traps to stop you from even trying. So, enjoy the rest of your poor, miserable, and cowardly lives.
I need essence. My essence is too low.
After Malthael's disappearance, the Angiris Council appointed his most loyal servant, Urzael, to find him and bring him back to the high heavens. Urzael, accompanied by the sect of maidens who were Malthael's closest followers, set out to find their absent master. They never returned.
Weakness consumes you.
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants. Please help me rescue them.
That needs to recharge. I need essence.
Do you know why this is happening? It's madness!
It's a battle. Lead your men to the Survivors' Enclave at the cathedral. I need essence.
I told you to leave! Those monsters have stripped my humanity from me!
I'm afraid not.
The angels and their monsters are killing everyone. What will they do to me when they find out what I truly am? My mother and the demon attack she survived. It's all too horrible to contemplate.
I must wait.
Prepare for a long fight! This will help.
Not enough essence. Your Your death nears.
The phantasms are unlike any spirits I have seen on Sanctuary. They bear a resemblance to lesser demons, but the souls of demons are always reborn in the hells. I suspect the phantasms may be the remnants of some early Nephilim, those born more demon than angel.
Glory to you.
I need essence.
Malthael will die, just as Diablo did. We fight for all that is good. We cannot lose.
I fight only to even the scales. You'd best remember that. What a variety of corpses. I need essence. You will make a fine corpse. That is not possible. I need essence. Decay and rot!
Excellent. Just the thing.
My essence is too low. Reapers did not kill them. Who did? More corpses.
Death to the nobles!
Just what are you doing?
Revolution! It's time for our oppressors to fall. The king is in the city, but we have a trap waiting for him.
Too many have already perished. Lay down your arms.
What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies!
Lord Winton, we are thrilled that you have located a surviving regiment of soldiers. With this new force, we can turn the tide and save our city. Your disagreements with the Crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long live Westmarch!
The night embraces you.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil, and they overwhelmingly choose evil.
There is no place for her in our world, so let us help her leave it.
I'm afraid not.
Call the darkness down upon yourself, mortal.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
Did you?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now. Malthael, he's watching you.
I grew disgusted by humanity during my time on Sanctuary. When at last I found Malthael, I was not surprised to learn that he felt the same way. We will cleanse creation of the scourge that is humankind, and when we are finished, the tragic mistake of Anarius will be gone.
you should join the rest of the survivors.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes if I am ever to sleep again.
Not enough essence.
The Seraph was on me before I knew it. The mass of its bloated flesh soundless as it floated above the ground. When I finally noticed it, I could not move. It was as though I was trapped in a waking nightmare. I looked down and saw tendrils of energy wrapped around my feet and realized it was not fear that held me, but the Seraph's magic.
Awful things are happening out in the city. I have faith that you will save us, but Victor has his doubts. I don't think he believes a woman is up to the task.
What nonsense are you spouting, woman? She's more than capable of saving us, and I have just the things she'll need to do the job.
Only through submitting to Malthael will we...
Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
It worked for you.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
It could have been chance, or a deliberate act.
I must know which. I will discover the truth.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returning.
Is this your new joke?
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
You would never make it there alive. Westmarch is still overrun.
All right. I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me.
She saved my brother at Bastion's Keep.
You there, Pauper. This diamond ring in exchange for safe passage out of the city?
But Harold, that's my wedding ring.
It's all we have left. Of course, if somebody had thought to grab her jewelry box.
You cannot be serious.
Mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. And now they've created an army of death creatures. Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them.
You'll find no glory here, adventurer. Corpses can't single.
My son's ship docked in Bramwell today. I thought he'd be safe there, but now I hear rumors. Give me a weapon. I need to get to Bramwell.
Remain here. You can search for him when Westmarch is no longer in peril.
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakus, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch.
Despite his superstitious views, Rakus ruled as a just and fair king, who was much loved by his people. He was Despite his superstitious views, Rakus ruled as a just and fair king, who was much loved by his people. He was succeeded by his son Corsic, who attempted to eradicate the barbarian tribes of the north. The line of Rakus was broken when Corsic's son Corellan died with no heirs.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
Why didn't you?
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Kane. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them? Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
Yes, but I had assistance.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
The world will always have some evil in it, but it never could have withstood so much. It is better if people remain ignorant of such things. Has the sliver revealed anything else?
No, but it is our only hope of learning Malthael's plans. To defeat him, we must know where he is and what he is trying to do. The answer must be here. I just have to find it. Too many innocents have already died.
Your soldiers have been holding out for some time.
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed themselves to save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be dead.
My essence is too low.
I don't like the look of that.
My power has grown. Your death nears.
I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How do you know that name?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
Decay and rot!
You shouldn't be so dour. You have much to be joyful about.
I do not revel in joy as others do.
I have learned that in terrible situations it is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I, you will understand.
Let's say you can see the future. Does this battle have an end?
Of course it will end, and you will live a long and happy life.
Why don't I believe that?
Because I was not being entirely truthful. That, and you are so charis that will never believe you can be happy and content.
My essence is too low.
A wandering hero! Just in time to protect me as I grab these last trinkets. We'll split it, eh? This looks promising. Keep watch. If I get eaten, I blame you. Ah! Nothing.
That is not possible.
Ah! Nothing.
That is not possible.
Oh no, I'm dead.
That needs to recharge.
This is the one. I can feel it. Thanks for keeping me alive. Here's your share. I'm off to find the nearest abandoned tavern.
I must say, it is wonderful to finally meet, though you are skinnier than my visions led me to expect. You just don't take care of yourself. It's always about saving the world first, isn't it?
And that is just as it should be, madam.
I need essence. That is not possible.
My grandfather was buried here. I pray he isn't one of these risen dead. I'd hate to have to put him down.
You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions. Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
A wise decision. We won't allow any harm to come to you.
One more!
Do not fear the end. What was that wretched noise?
That would be Urzael.
And?
Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
I have that effect sometimes. Ethereal should hear of this. I need to go back.
You grow ever stronger.
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy! I'll never see it again!
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight!
I don't feel like talking right now.
We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose my soul!
I was telling you about Lyria, wasn't I? Oh, she was so beautiful that Durgus was determined to make her his own. Oh, yes, he pursued her relentlessly, showering her with gifts and attention until she succumbed and agreed to become his wife. But Durgus' jealousy was so great, he hid Lyria high in the heavens, far away from the reach of men and gods.
His obsession with desire drove him to abuse?
Yes, that was Durgus. Desire was his very nature. Zai was the greatest thief, and he wanted Lyria. He waited patiently for a night when Lyria's path hid her behind the silver moon. For when the sun set, Durgus had to leave Lyria's side, you see, for desire rules the night. He could only watch from below as she drifted across the ocean of stars. Then Zai climbed, silent as a whisper, into Lyria's palace in the heavens.
Was Zai enamored with her?
No, but stealing from Durgus would make Zai a legend.
Those who perish without embracing Malthael are eternally...
When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Viserys magic from before we served the Prophet.
That is strange. Did anything else happen?
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again. And this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena.
Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
They have never cared for our kind, but these are the first to act against us. I will handle them.
Good.
You are a quiet sort, Serena. Sneak back home and fetch some of our savings.
But the streets are crawling with those horrid creatures.
That's precisely why you must go, dearest. Nobody notices you.
Why fight so hard? Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
And now I hear those Reapers are taking people's souls? This is...
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was unlike anyone I ever knew. A normal man on the surface, but with a heart for all the world and everything in it. His death was a great disruption in the balance.
Could one man make such a difference?
Always. The rest of the kingdom should have sent reinforcements by now.
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
Unfortunate.
Death comes to all.
It's time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
A Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend? Right then, this is where they're holding Edlin. Let me do the talking.
Looking for your brother, Lyndon?
He knows you.
That is no guard. Damn it all! The Thieves Guild always finds who it's looking for. Unfortunately for you, he's our friend.
The Thieves Guild infiltrated the entire dungeon?
You really angered them, friend. Go to hell, traitor!
You will make a fine corpse.
Edlin!
He's gone.
I never should have joined the guild. He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
He was dead before we arrived in Westmarch. I can see the signs.
That dagger looks very familiar.
Take it with you. There may be more to this than we know. How are you faring, Lyndon?
What do you want me to say? That I wish he'd never known me? That I wish he'd had a brother who didn't fail him?
That you will try to find the truth.
You have no brothers. You've never loved anyone. You can never understand.
Look, the sliver is changing.
As though Malthael is manipulating the Soulstone.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
How he plans to do it. Westmarch is only one battlefield in this war.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
Did you ever consider destroying the Soulstone?
The Black Soulstone was made by a man, unlike previous Soulstones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
Someone is always watching. What will you do if I recover it?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
What can Malthael do with the Black Soulstone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter, but every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
Even he would not dream of unleashing Diablo, would he? Your wounds are deep, aren't they?
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
I am sure you have carried greater burdens. Malthael doesn't intend to kill you, does he?
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
We humans also possess the blood of angels.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Did you know Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
I'm afraid not.
Many of the oldest noble houses in Westmarch kept massive hunting dogs on their grounds. Though docile enough in life, they have become terrors in the hands of the Reapers. Now these beasts lead the packs of smaller dogs as they chase down the citizens of Westmarch. I don't even want to record what they do to the corpses. Malthael's influence taints man and beast alike. Even the dogs of Westmarch. Once
Everyone is dead. Like, no, not this one. The pendant! It's here! But by the light, that's me. How is that possible? I'm dead? I can't be dead! I can't!
Be at rest.
Malthael's influence taints man and beast alike. Even the dogs of Westmarch, once tame and gentle, have been transformed into wild, savage creatures. They hunt in packs through the streets, tearing apart their prey with ravenous hunger. I saw them rip a soldier limb from limb. When his screams stopped, they came for me.
My city. It will never recover, will it?
Not without your aid. This world can abide you no longer! Your death nears. I have long waited for this knowledge. Decay and rot! An ossuary. Delightful.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
Do not fear the end. No.
I like to think the world is safer now.
decay and rot. That is not possible. All must serve the cycle. Weakness consumes you.
A glorious development.
Weakness consumes you.
It is done. The bloodline of Rakis will once again sit on the throne of Westmarch.
You mean yourself?
My grandmother was the daughter of Coralon, but he would not claim her because she was born of a courtesan, not a queen. With the peasants supporting me, Westmarch will become a place of freedom and equality. The idle rich will be no more. Of course, there will be some bloodshed. We must make a few examples, consolidate our power, a small price to pay.
You would upset the balance for personal gain. I will not stand idly by.
I have spent my whole life preparing for this day, you primitive heathen.
Let us have at it then, foul traitor.
I'm afraid not.
I have come to realize that my personal feelings are of no consequence. My people are dying, and they need their king. Our resistance starts today, and Lord Winton, of all people, has provided the means. These Reapers shall not have Westmarch. I swear my life on it.
I'm afraid not.
Is it true that King Justinian IV is dead? That would mean I'm 7th, no, 6th in line for the throne. Quite unlike me to fall apart like that. I can't imagine what came over me. Let's keep this between ourselves, eh?
I don't know that I will ever feel safe again. To know that angels or demons, or who knows what else, can kill thousands of us any time they choose.
What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
All priests of Rathma make a similar sacrifice.
It was no sacrifice. We Vetchen often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
I don't suppose you have other insights into Urzael?
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire. I'd watch out for that if I were you.
Is that all?
Urzael was sent to find Malthael by our friend Tyrael. He blames himself for what Urzael has become.
A caravan to Kingsport won't be cheap. How much would your dress fetch?
Harold! I've nothing else to wear!
Well, I'm sure there are some curtains lying about.
Please do not kill Urzael too quickly. Make him suffer for what he has done.
You really must stop thanking me. It was nothing.
A dozen people ran by me and did nothing. You're a hero.
Just in the right place at the right time, I suppose.
With Justinian dead, I fear another contest for the throne. If we don't learn from history, we are doomed to repeat it. And nobody wants to read the same story twice.
The King of Westmarch is dead.
I'd heard rumors, but I hoped. I didn't really care for the king at first, but he turned into a good ruler. Hadn't been himself lately, though. The last of his trusted advisors died recently. Hit him hard, it did. He would have recovered eventually. Now, he'll never get the chance.
We must stop them before they do this to the entire world.
That is the idea, Cormac.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters. Soon, demons spawn like you will be gone forever.
Or you will be. Have you considered that?
The demon spawn shall perish in flames.
I'm afraid not. A power you do not comprehend, Angel. I need to go back.
You killed the angel who was responsible for this horror.
Yes, but not his master. Once he is dead, you will be safe.
I believe you.
I would hear more of your travels.
Oh, I could tell you stories. We were frequently set upon by bandits. It became quite tiresome, really. One time, I had had enough. I know this is hard to believe, but when I was younger, I was even more vivacious than I am now. So I seduced their leader. Convinced him to free us by giving him details on how he could rob a local magistrate. He'd heard the Vetchen could predict the future, so he believed me. They were caught and hung 3 days later. I must have forgotten to tell him that part of my vision.
I wonder if we could sell wigs made from your hair.
That is enough, Harold! If we survive this nightmare, I am leaving for my parents' estate in Bramwell.
That's a grand idea, dearest. Your father has more than enough money to...
Follow me, and I will tie you naked to a tree for the crows. Maybe then you'll finally think of something other than money.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
The streets are not clear. Some of our enemies remain.
I don't care.
Thanks to you, I can finally bury my wife in peace.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it. How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done. Rakis conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
Urzael is dead, and only a few Reapers remain.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
Not yet. We still don't know where Malthael is hiding.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately. Urzael is slain. Westmarch is saved. And yet these thoughts... weigh constantly upon me.
The others may celebrate, but we know the truth. Many more will die before this war is over.
Wise words, my friend. Still, we must keep going forward. Your persistence has taught me that much.
Bryson made a mistake, but he can still learn.
He's a fool, and fools end up dead around here.
Ah, so it is a personal matter.
What are you talking about?
You cannot control your emotions, so you drive people away instead. It seems to be effective, if misguided.
You keep that nonsense to yourself, or I might forget how much I owe you.
I heard Lysa's voice again, and I could make out more of what she was saying. She is calling out for me, but it sounds as though the voice is speaking to me from far away, from beyond our world.
Her spirit should have passed on long ago. Did she truly die?
Now I am not sure. What I do know is that she is out there, and she needs me.
Chelsea, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
Fine.
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
You were right. I do not like that. The angels will not aid us.
There is confusion and dissension in the high heavens. You must remember, Malthael was our leader once.
All the more reason to confront him.
Imperius commands the host, and he will not unleash them on a fellow angel, especially a former member of the Angiras Council.
He will regret that.
You're not going anywhere without me.
What?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
You are the first to question my restraint, Lorath. Dead angels now rest with the human corpses on the roads of Westmarch. But more will die, unless we know where Malthael is hiding. I cannot imagine how Adria came by this knowledge, but somewhere in the Blood Marsh, our answers await.
We hid the Black Soulstone in the deepest part of the Nephilim ruins near here. We thought it would be safe, but Malthael found it all the same.
I consider myself an expert on all matters concerning boggits. The boggit itself is a small, odd creature given to foraging and burrowing. Under normal circumstances, it fears humans, but it can be incited to great violence when under the influence of magical objects. Rings in particular seem to excite them.
This will aid me.
This is the entrance to the tomb, but someone's collapsed it.
What a surprise.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that? was just one entrance to the city. There are guide stones littered across the blood marsh that will lead us to the main one. The guide stones are useless to most, but will reveal the correct path to a Nephilim such as yourself.
The Trust Boggin is a ferocious, hulking beast with an exceedingly bad temper. Aided by packs of boggits, it will fight anything that crosses its path. Invariably, some of the boggits will die, but the survivors are rewarded with scraps left over from the boggin's prey. If only my assistance would work for so little.
I was separated from the other soldiers and surrounded by the dead when I saw him. I gazed into the face of death himself. I couldn't move. I just stared as he passed through me. His touch was like ice, so cold. But something in me changed. Something I cannot understand.
I can't stay here. I need to move on.
You can't leave me. Where will I go?
You should be safe here.
Please, just stay a few more days.
I'm telling you, Lyria was so lonely, and Zai was so alive and full of life. They shared one perfect night, and after she emerged, blushing. Dirges raced to her side, but Zai was gone. The ruby around Lyria's neck was the only sign that he had ever been there.
He must have been worried.
No, not then. He felt pride.
Follow me.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
I will find her.
Remember to get the information we need before you...
I know.
Well, that's very reassuring. This is one of the guide stones. Nothing happens when I approach it.
I will try.
There are 4 entrances to the Nephilim city, each one etched with a sigil. Only the correct one marks the true entrance to the tomb, however. When you activate these stones, one of the wrong sigils disappears.
The first time I saw a witch, she burned. Father took me to the town square to see it. Look, he said, that is the face of evil. But she looked like any other woman, and burned like anything else. Then the flames engulfed her. Her eyes found mine, and she laughed.
Searching for the maggot brood has been quite an adventure. I first observed the corpse of one near the road to Westmarch, where it raised such a stench that my new assistant vomited twice on my favorite traveling cloak. The stains came out eventually, but I was sorely vexed.
Who's you?
Well, unimaginable!
I had believed my new assistant was the noisiest creature in the world, but that was before I discovered the Shrieking Terror. This bat-like monstrosity produces the most ear-splitting racket imaginable, and furthermore managed to make my assistant scream even louder. I think my headache will last for weeks now.
I know what Adria did to Leah. I want her to pay just as much as you, but we have to get the information first.
Why is there a castle here?
Begone! I am not yet ready to entertain guests!
Glory to you.
No! It's almost finished! Now it will I curse you, Saul! You sold me this piece of waterlogged land to build my castle on! Well, I will have the last laugh, you dog! I will build my castle here, and it will be the grandest castle ever! Do you hear me, Saul? Ever!
I need
Wheels.
another guide stone will help me find the correct passage. Not be sure if this is the right way. Not enough essence. essence.
Life is the same as this bog, filled with muck and dirt, trying to drag us under. We must have the strength to rise.
Now I know which sigil marks the correct passage. Not enough essence. My essence is too low. Not enough essence. The grave beckons.
Zael, I am glad you are well.
I have heard tales of you, though we never met. It is an honor.
I am Zael, a necromancer who seeks to maintain the balance.
Plus, he's a Haradrim.
That's my friend Humbard. He's a skull. Please ignore him.
Zael helped Ethereal steal the Black Soulstone from heaven.
I did, but I was not in the tomb when Malthael struck.
If he was, Zael would have shown that angel what it means to cross a necromancer.
That's enough, Humbard.
Why have you come here?
This place is falling to deep imbalance. Something is very wrong here, and I wish to heal the land.
There is a witch, Adria, who is responsible. I will bring her evil to an end.
Well, that's taken care of. Let's go get a drink.
Even after she is slain, equilibrium will not immediately be restored. It will take time.
Always so serious.
I have always wondered how much Adria relied on Diablo's power instead of her own. Based on her blood golems, her magic is very strong. These flesh gorges are raised from earth, stone,
That is not
and demon
possible.
blood, and they are driven to feast on humans so they may resemble us more closely. Let's hope they don't succeed.
This world can abide you no longer.
I had half a mind to explore the ancient ruins outside Westmarch, and then I realized they were crawling with dreadful scarabs. Of course, these creatures do not frighten me, but they make my research much too time-consuming, and I am widely known for my efficiency. Am I not?
I must wait.
The flesh shaman was created from the blood of the witch Adria. Because of that, the shaman is able to use magic as she does, channeling the power of blood and fire. Luckily, Adria only has so much blood to shed, and not for much longer.
A glorious development. I don't like the look of that.
Not enough essence. You will make a fine corpse. Do not fear the end. The grave beckons. I need essence. All must serve the cycle. I'm afraid not.
Adria birthed these golems from the blood marsh. Their bodies were formed from the water and earth of the marsh itself, while the venom of the marsh creatures gave them life. Their very skin seems to burst with the poison of this land.
I have uncovered and obscured an ancient tome in whose pages is recorded an impossible tale. The secret history of a race called the Nephilim, gods by another name, and their ruined civilization in the west. If this is true, how could all signs of these Nephilim be lost, but for the record of this single tome?
Not enough essence. Do not fear the end.
Could we find more like that?
You will make a fine corpse.
This will help.
Decay and rot. Wait here, Laura.
You're going to kill her, aren't you?
Still you ask these questions.
We are all counting on you.
I must wait. You will make a fine corpse. Not enough essence. That needs to recharge. Weakness consumes you.
You grow ever stronger.
I am returning to town. That needs to recharge. This world can abide you no longer. I'm afraid not. Decay and rot. Give it more time. This world can abide you no longer. This world can abide you no longer! The grave beckons.
Down easily.
Do not fear the end.
Let's see where you've been hiding, Malthael.
Adria.
The angels will never suffer us to live. They cannot accept the fact that we may choose our own path. At least demons are not so rigid in their beliefs.
And angels will not kill you. I will.
Diablo sent me a vision. He had returned, and you were the one who freed him.
No.
He always finds a way. My master will return.
But you will not.
Diablo will return. I have done what I can to ensure it. He always finds a way. In your heart of hearts, you know this.
Adria had conjured an image of Pandemonium before I interrupted her.
She was searching for Malthael, so he must be there.
I am returning to town.
Dirges was possessed by an all-consuming rage. As Zai had stolen what was most valuable to Dirges, he would take from Zai all that he held dear.
He tried to kill him.
Dirges took something much more dear than Zai's life. His joy. He killed everyone Zai had loved and held dear. Oh, then he slew Adria. Her light went out from the heavens. The seas wept, and the waves of their tears crashed upon the shore.
Where are you going? I have some good news.
Good news?
I mentioned what you did to some guards I met. You could get a commendation or something when this is all over.
Oh, that's fantastic.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it. How fortunate I am to have met the savior of
Tilla's newly established rule over Westmarch did nothing to quell the civil war, which continued until she was driven mad and eventually killed by the plague. Cornelius, grandson of Justinian III and slave to the Zakharum faith, used this opening to crush the rebels once and for all and become the new king.
Rakkus conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
Death comes to all.
Malthael seems to be in Pandemonium.
No doubt he has gone to the fortress. Malthael can hold out there until the end of time. He is forcing us to come to him.
And what does that entail?
The only way to Pandemonium is through the high heavens. Let us leave at once.
Lara! Peter!
Who are you calling to?
Oh, it's my children. They're out playing a game, but I'll find them soon enough.
I now know death better than I know the shape of my hand or my own sword. Hendel charged into battle at my side. I'd known him since I enlisted, but when I looked at him that night, I had a vision. I saw the faces of the men he had killed, and I saw that he would not live to see the morning.
According to the records, King Rakkus had a strong jaw, hair as black as night, and wore gleaming armor over his muscular... Sorry, what was I talking about? We can't start to rebuild until we know that the one who caused this devastation is dead.
I am doing my best to ensure that.
I hope so.
So, now it's on to Pandemonium. You'll see a world only a few humans have laid eyes on before.
I am not there for sightseeing.
Ah, the beauty of life is lost on you, isn't it?
In the end, Zai trapped her just in the ruby Lyria had worn. Zai kept the stone around his neck as a reminder. In time, though, the burden grew too great to bear, and he cast off the stone. His divinity? Everything. Where there once stood a young god, there was now just an old man.
Is that true?
So the story says.
Every time Westmarch is invaded, a hero appears to save it. History is much easier to write with a strong protagonist.
What is this?
Destroy the gate! The Nephilim is here!
Dares to attack us? Malthael is my brother. I fought 1,000 battles by his side, and I care not that he seeks to destroy you and your kind. But my brother has grown sick, and he must be put down for his own sake. Yet I have not the heart to do this. And so it falls to you. Come, Nephilim, to Pandemonium.
Malthael thinks he can delay the inevitable, but he underestimates my persistence. I will cross the ancient battleground of the angels and demons, and journey on to the gates of the Pandemonium Fortress. This angel has disrupted the balance between life and death, and it falls to me to rebuke him.
Imperius want you to follow him. I don't like this.
There is a siege camp not far from here. Meet me there, and I will show you what must be done.
The Ravagers were among the most fearsome soldiers of hell. Having grown accustomed to the taste of war, they remained in Pandemonium long after.
We do not have the luxury of time.
Pandemonium is a vast, chaotic realm, and many demons remain scattered throughout it. In particular, the war-scarred Marauders were unwilling to return to the Hells, and they have taken to pillaging the remaining angelic outposts in the battlefields. They may not be the most powerful of their kind, but they are clever and insidious, and no strangers to war.
Patience is not one of my virtues, Nephilim. Is a siege room. Bring it with you. Do you see the battering ram below? That is the only way you can breach the fortress gates. But it is useless without the siege rooms that power it. You have one in your possession, but there are two more. You will find them on the battlefield below, imprisoned along with the demons that carried them. Once you have the runes, go to the ram. But know this, Nephilim. Even if you release Malthael from his madness, I will not thank you for it.
Indeed. I need essence.
Pandemonium is a harsh realm, and its inhabitants must be resourceful to survive, but none more so than the scavengers, who armor themselves in the very rocks beneath their feet. They may appear as mighty giants to their foes, but a few hard strikes will reveal that their true form is much smaller.
These enemies defy all reason.
Your death nears. Weakness consumes you.
What do I know of the Realm Walker? Very little. It roams the outskirts of Pandemonium, a lumbering giant with a gaping hollow at its core. Somehow, it can hide its body away, disguising itself as a mere portal.
I need
Those
essence.
who pass through it are trapped in a distant world, never to be seen again.
I have found many references to the beasts of Pandemonium in Kane's old writings. He journeyed there 20
That
years
is
ago
not
to
possible.
help a band of heroes seal away the prime evils, and his discoveries appear to have shaken him deeply. Sometimes he would stare outside the fortress walls, and winged beasts would appear, calling his name.
All must serve the cycle. That is not possible. Weakness consumes you. No. This world can abide you no longer. That is not
Weakness
possible.
consumes you.
I need essence.
This world can abide you no longer.
Give it more time.
Consumes you.
Give it more time.
Do not fear the end.
I have long waited for this knowledge.
I cannot move.
I'm unable to get it open. Weakness consumes you. No. This world can abide you no longer!
This place is like the nightmare of some madman.
Decay and rot!
These enemies defy all reason!
To recharge.
Decay and rot! I need to go back.
Thought on what you said, and you may have been right. Can't bear the thought of another friend's death.
But you also cannot bear a life without friends. You are not like me, Hadrig. You need people.
I suppose so.
Leave me alone. I'm getting drunk, and no, I'm not sharing.
Drink will not give you answers.
I already have answers. The bloody Thieves Guild killed my brother.
You know there's more to it than that. I think you're even less convincing when you're drunk.
And you're even more insufferable.
Linden left a dagger here earlier. I'm guessing you're behind that.
Possibly.
Let me look. It's well crafted for a Kingsport blade, and oh, the hilt seems to be hollow. Someone hid a note inside. Here, you should take it to Linden.
I joined a caravan of refugees heading to Bramwell, but we never made it there. Brigands slaughtered everyone. I ran into the forest and hid for days before I dared come out. How am I ever going to find my son?
Peter and Lara have been playing hide from the monster all day. Such imaginative children.
There are no children here.
I said they were hiding, didn't I?
Deckard Cain wrote much about the Pandemonium Fortress. He kept meticulous notes, drew sketches, and even made some maps. But nothing matches what is there now. The fortress has changed so much since Malthael took over. The people of Westmarch are starting to rebuild the city and bury their dead. Their strength is an inspiration. But there are children that witnessed their family being torn apart. Others climbed over piles of corpses to get to safety. What will they make of the world when they grow up? The city has scars that will linger for generations.
I tried to leave the city today, but the gates are all closed. The guards won't let anyone in or out.
What are you going to do?
Stay here and hide, I guess. I am a coward.
Stop that! You're a good man.
I spoke with the Necromancer, Urzael. He said that the source of my visions is not necromancy, but something else. He seemed unnerved by it.
Rakus and his sons built much of Westmarch during their time. The ruins and the marshes outside the city may be their work too. Of course, whenever I ask the Crown for gold to further my excavations, there's always a more pressing matter at hand.
The servant of a demon lord is attempting to revive its master. It must be stopped. There it is. Let us drive it back to hell. We are victorious! You fight with the will of an angel, Nephilim.
could have imagined. He means to use the Black Soulstone to capture all demonic essences, even those that linger in human hearts. If the stone is altered to rip the demonic essence out of every man, woman, and child on Sanctuary, they will all die.
Quickly then. We must begin the attack.
Malthael is fundamentally altering the Black Soulstone. It will now pull in all the demonic essence from whatever plane of existence it finds itself in. But mankind is born of angel and demon alike. Every mortal, save myself, has demonic essence as an intrinsic part of their being. Losing that will rip their body and soul apart. I never thought I would return here. Pandemonium was our battlefield for ages on end. Demons' blood saturated this ground. Many angels died defending it.
Why here?
Our battles revolved around the World Stone. I had the Pandemonium Fortress built in order to protect it.
You must have searched for Malthael after he vanished.
Malthael kept to himself much of the time, and he was known to leave without warning. Eventually, the Council became concerned. We sent his closest followers to find him. Most of them did not return.
They sided with their master.
It seemed so.
You built this fortress.
Not on my own, but it was my idea, yes. The angels raised it around the World Stone many eons ago.
Then you must know another way in.
I fear not. The fortress is always changing, caught between the forces of heaven and hell.
Ethereal has told me that the winged assassins were once the sages of wisdom. In return for their vow of eternal silence, they were free to roam Malthael's pools of wisdom in the high heavens. Over the millennia, they learned nearly everything about the past, the present, and even part of what would come. But could they have foreseen their dark fates? That I do not know.
The servant! Break those hooks!
I'm afraid not.
Destroy those hooks. We can't move until they're gone.
That is not
Prepare
possible.
for one last hit.
The gates are down.
Pandemonium Fortress. When I fought Malthael, my sword passed through him like air. He is in a state of death and life, impervious to physical harm. Your magic is not enough. To defeat him, you must channel the power of death, as he does.
No priest of Rathma has ever fully achieved that. How is it possible?
The power of the dead. If you could become one with it, you would be as Malthael is, and you could face him. But you must find a way, quickly. Every moment, thousands die, and Malthael's power grows beyond anything I have ever seen. The fortress feels strange and new to me, though I have come here times beyond count as its champion and as its liberator. It changes to match the nature of whoever controls it, but I have never seen it like this, while under the control of an angel.
He has become something else.
At last, I have found you.
Master, why are you here?
We are reunited at our most dire hour. Many of our priests have fallen.
Even you, Master.
It is as it should be. I have come to aid you in defeating Malthael. You must wield a power beyond what you have ever dreamed possible. But first, you need to free us from our prison deeper in the fortress.
I swear it will be done.
This angel commands a power beyond his understanding.
Surely he possessed great knowledge as the Archangel of Wisdom.
Yes, but he sees virtue only in the light, not the balance. Without some measure of harmony between both these forces, we are all lost. The victory he imagines for himself could never come to pass. The truth is that you were not finished with your training when you left us. But I knew that if you'd stayed, you would have died in Malthael's attack.
You said many perished. Why was I spared?
Your life serves the balance, as it always has. But perhaps you see it more clearly now. There is still a great deal you must do before your journey ends.
The Black Soulstone journeys through the portal to Sanctuary. Even now it spreads death across your world. And so ends the eternal conflict.
No.
Treasure!
Before Malthael turned, his sages of wisdom occasionally reached an exceptional level of knowledge that granted him the title of Exarch. These esteemed followers would guard the Chalice of Wisdom when Malthael was away, and they were the last to leave after their master disappeared from the high heavens.
Just the thing.
These monsters were once the most notorious and reviled criminals in Westmarch, drawn up from the deepest, darkest cells of the city's prisons. Each was worse than the last. Heartless murderers who had butchered countless men, women, and children. In death, Malthael birthed them in forms that matched their twisted, callous souls, creating perfect instruments of slaughter. The executioners have earned their name. The Anarchs were among Malthael's most trusted advisors, and his fall to darkness affected them deeply. Gone were their radiant wings and calm, balanced counsel. Now they possess only malice and cruelty, and the insatiable desire to destroy all living things.
An incredible feat!
I need to go back.
This is the wrong hammer, lad. I need the big one.
Right, sorry.
And you, my friend, not a word out of you. Not a single word.
But I wish to speak with Bryson.
You going to distract my apprentice when he has all this work on his hands? Not on my watch. Now, lad, where's that hammer?
Hadrig found a note inside the dagger.
Lyndon, I killed him. Come after me if you must. I'll be waiting. Rhea, my brother's wife.
The one you loved.
I don't want to talk about her. Not until this matter is settled. And I know you and I will see it done.
If you see my children, please tell them to stop playing games and come home. Supper is almost ready.
Not for them.
When this is over, Tyrael will need to replace those who fell in the Tomb of Rakkus. And he'll continue to train and expand the Order of New Horadrim. With everything I've been through at your side, I think I can contribute to that effort. I know I'm of use here in Westmarch, helping the people recover and keeping order. Each must serve in his own way, but I would love to come help with the fight in Pandemonium, if needed.
Finally found you, Lieutenant Derek. Will you come quietly, or are you going to run again?
I'll go with you. I'm no coward.
That's not how I see it.
Leave him be. He is a good man, and he saved my life.
He let good men die. He's a deserter and a criminal, and he'll be dead in the morning.
I'm at peace. Perhaps the one good thing I did by saving your life can make up for the bad I've done.
You are a good man. Remember that.
My visions cloud everything. I can find no escape. I plan to leave Westmarch, to be alone, far away from the constancy of death. Some people would call it a curse, and sometimes it feels that way. But perhaps it's not. I need time to know for sure.
I've never learned precisely why Rakkus chose to found his kingdom here. He must have had an important reason, right? I'm not complaining, but your roguish friend over there seems to think he can win my favor.
Who, Lyndon? He's not worth the trouble.
Please tell the other gentleman you traveled with, the armored one, that he's much more to my tastes. I've heard that you're journeying to a faraway land now. You won't forget to tell me about any discoveries you make there, will you?
I must wait.
These creatures won't go down easily.
I understand so much more now. I'm afraid not. That is not possible. The night embraces you.
They call me a hero. I slew demons beyond count. I won battles and broke sieges, but it availed me nothing. I know that this war can have no victor, only an eternity of revenge, pride, and hatred. Tyrael does not understand. He cannot see beyond the glory of battle. In time, he may, but that day is not yet here.
You spoke of. I feel as though I am on the edge between life and death, and both will bend at my command.
You are closer to the cycle than any of us have ever been. Use this power to bring us peace.
You have given me a great gift, Master.
I give you a challenge. Do not fail. We studied the cycle for years, but we did not see the extent of this disaster. There were dark portents after the World Stone shattered. The Masters spent years trying to decipher them. It was clear that something was coming.
If only we had better prepared.
My apprentice, if we had not made these preparations, you would not be standing before me now.
What if I had been defeated and could not reach you?
There are many spirits here, great and small from across the lands. I have instructed them on how to aid their allies, much as I have aided you.
Of course, you consider everything.
It is a trait I would like to see in my apprentices as well.
When this is over, I shall return to the necropolis. Deathspeaker Jadan will know of your actions.
That is impossible. He was one of the fallen.
Then who leads our numbers?
You must show them the way. Ensure that our traditions survive.
Our just reward! Challenger waits over there!
There is no room.
I need to go back.
We must make haste. If we don't kill Malthael soon, everyone on our world will be dead in few hours.
must be others who seek a way out of the endless strife. Angels and demons who feel enslaved by our fate. I cannot be unique in all of creation. I know my path. I will find those disillusioned of the war and lead them.
No.
Sound and did not know what it was. I sought wisdom in the chalice, but there was none. The sounds called to me, and I knew them. Human souls. But where?
My father is content to fight the same battles and the same foes while everything turns to ashes. Those victories might last a day, or a year, or 100 years. The war will never be won so long as he and his brothers lead. There is an end, but fools like my father are too blind to see it.
I need to go back.
Soulstone is a born sanctuary. The blood of demons will soon be gone from all creation. You will be the last of your kind for a few moments. Death comes, Nephilim.
Where is the Black Soulstone?
Malthael consumed it and took Diablo's soul.
Then Malthael's death will have released Diablo. He is free. The Nephilim have done the impossible. By conquering death, she had redeemed the angels and saved all mankind. In that moment, with victory at hand, I saw the Nephilim in a new light. She is a hero who can defeat the champions of heaven and hell, and a necromancer who protects the innocent. But within her beats a mortal heart that will one day be tempted to corruption. On that day, will she have the strength to resist, or will she be our doom?